When you made a throwaway character for a one-shot, but it turned into an epic campaign and now you're 18 levels into nightmare decisions. Elmo pulls the halo off of an angel and watches them fall into the depths of hell. Hey everybody, freshly caught lawn here. The grass lawn comes to life with rapid growth and attempts to bind you. Roll initiative. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Welcome to another D&D memes. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Before jumping into the video, I want to quickly kindly ask you if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, consider doing so now. It only takes a moment and you can undo it later if you change your mind, so yeah, thank you for that. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. What's up guys, Wizards of the Coast with another D&D tutorial. Wizards of the Coast guide to making a new race. Step 1. Choose a real animal. Step 2. Make them humanoid. Step 3. Profit. Okay, yeah, that's three pretty easy steps actually. Show some respect for melee rangers. Rangers are meant to be archers. Wolverine, Bardin Gorkson, Minsk, Geralt of Rivia, Drizzt Duerden, and Strider or Aragon. What's the stat block for these little dudes? I've been real sad the last bunch of days, so I drew some dragons, except I didn't want to draw the whole body, so they're just heads. There are just the heads. I think I've seen this before, but they are adorable. Whale, 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 look how the tables have turned. When the conjured creature doesn't perfectly match the terrain, but the DM wants to see what happens next. Oh yeah, beard stuff. Dwarven sex life. First base, finding out the other's sex. Second base, beard stuff. French braid me? Third base, 82 years of steady domesticity. Jesus Christ, even for a dwarf that's a pretty long time. And fourth base, merge finances. In college, I speculated on volatile currencies. You slut! Enchantment versus necromancy. The village when I take away someone's free will versus the village when I raise a singular skeleton. Tasty. You can use create or destroy water to broken thing that the spell can't do. Or you can use create or destroy water on a bucket of seawater to get free salt. How you'll look like reinventing old RPGs to try and fix 5th edition. The state of TTRPGs if it was video games. Oh, I wanna play a Half-Life video game, but instead of playing Half-Life 1, Blue Shift, Opposing Force, Half-Life 2, Episode 1, Episode 2, Portal, Portal 2, E0 and E02, I'll just download 10,000 mods for Skyrim until all the drawer are replaced with Combine Soldiers. Skyrim isn't a game, it's an engine. I've seen people literally turn it into a Souls game and you can mod it into any game you want. Tearing my hair out. Sometimes, the best thing to do is to give into the chaos of fun over the order of rules. DM. The Archmage appears to be alone and has not noticed your presence. Barbarian. If I take off all my clothes, could I get advantage on a stealth check to sneak up on him? Well, since I allow fun at this table, you're goddamn right you can have advantage. My naked barbarian with a +3 bong on an unsuspecting enemy Archmage. Player int versus character int. There's no way your barbarian can solve this puzzle. He says the coded password is Bahamut. The gate unlocks. His intelligence is a 6. It's basic substitution code. 10 minutes ago, he ate a rock. Maybe it was a magic rock. Maybe eating the rock increased his IQ because the rock had higher IQ than him before, you know? You can't know that. Maybe that's what happened. So why does it have horns, a tagomizer, and armored carapace? Hey, I've been thinking. Don't think, just let me get an actual night's sleep for once in my life. If the Tarrasque has features like horns and an armored shell, usually seen in prey animals, what preys on a Tarrasque? If paladins no longer need gods, then why do clerics? You'd ban clerics from your setting because your gods are dead or gone. I'd allow them to cast spells and perform miracles through sheer fate. We are not the same. They also get heavy armor and aren't mad. Low-level monks watching other classes use their signature feature better than they can. Unarmed fighters punching with d8s, armored artificers punching with d8s, and the monks looking at them while punching with d4s. Okay, dude. It only says a musical instrument. Bards be like, ding ding ding, and then the building explodes. Vecna is a lich is the understatement of the year. The party. So Vecna is some kind of lich? Shouldn't be too hard. Vecna. A lich. Do you know how much power I'd have to give up to be just a lich? Oh, I know this enemy's stat block. When players keep telling other players what to do during combat. Can you don't? Oh god. I don't know if it's intended for him to look like Mike Wazowski or not, but he does. Amid all the chaos of balancing and nerfing classes, we forget one simple truth. We've been here before. Remember when Wizards of the Coast balanced all the classes? Remember how they called it 4th edition? Remember how everyone lost their minds about it and hated it? Pepperidge Farm remembers. I actually don't really know much about older editions, especially 4th edition, so I have no idea if this is accurate or not. I'm so excited. New UA comes out today. Rangers are prepared spellcasters now. Rangers are experts now. This is everything I've ever wanted for them. Oh wow, that actually sounds like good news. Aw, yours don't come back after a short rest? Poor babies. DM. Yeah, I kinda forgot to tell you, in this place you can't take a long rest. Cleric, Druid and Bard gasping with horror. And then the Warlock. Who's the magic daddy now, b****s? Haven't seen a single person do it the intended quote-unquote way. Wizards of the Coast. When casting Magic Missile, roll a single d4 to determine the damage of every dart. Every wizard player I've ever seen. I recognize that the council has made a decision, but given that it's a stupid decision, I have elected to ignore it. A narrative paradox. Magic is too strong compared to weapons, so we nerf spells, and then the nerfs are upsetting, so we make weapon users superhuman so they're on par with magic, and then martials are just normal guys and magic should be stronger, so magic is too strong compared to weapons, so we nerf spells. Then it just goes on, yeah, okay. Members of the subreddit in a nutshell. Make D&D better. No changes. Only better. Yeah, make it better but keep it the same. I vaguely remember something relevant about this. I don't remember the context, but it was something along the lines of that people don't actually want to admit, or like they're not, you know, aware, but they do want change. So, something along those lines anyway. I'm terrified of what's going to happen next session. You remember that you have Druidcraft and cast it to predict the weather for the day. A small ball of light appears in your hand and a wisp of grey wrapped around it, partly cloudy. The ball of light twists into a perfectly black sphere of darkness. The sphere cracks and shatters and everyone takes 1d4 psychic damage. Well, Spelljammer this week just got a lot more interesting. Team lead. Hey, do you mind running a space-themed one-shot for the team next week? Me. Sure thing. I'll set up a session 0 so we can roll some characters. The characters. Yep, no, that looks like the usual party. What if... Natural 1. What's your plan if nuclear war breaks out between NATO and Russia? I seduce the warhead. Roll a charisma check. Give marshals some love at least during roleplay. Wizards at level 17 get to kill people with a single word. Yup. Stop time, that they do. Destroy whole villages with meteors. Sounds reasonable. So could my rogue at level 17 at least be able to abuse the blind point of someone to attempt to sneak even without cover? No man, that's too unrealistic. No one would be able to pull that off. Jesus Christ, dude. Calling stuff unrealistic in D&D. Like, Jesus Christ of all things. How I feel every time I get told the human fighter is boring and generic. So yeah, I think my character is interesting. They're like, boring, your character is so bland. Look at my chaotic neutral tiefling rogue. They're an orphan who only cares about themselves. Wow, like yeah, that is so unique, dude. You don't even know. The worms get bards. NPC, aren't you guys gonna help him? He can't possibly fight the purple worm alone. And the worm just ate him. Party. Relax, he's a level 10 black dragonborn lore bard. So, he chose the armor of a goddess. Dear God. Yeah, I don't know what that is. So I looked in the comments a bit to understand this, and apparently there's multiple reasons why this would not work well with Raw, so I guess we can just move on. Gotta love when medium armor proficiency is basically free, and the class that struggles gets its best feature nerfed into the ground. People unhappy with 1 D&D and wanting more, with the options of playing 4th edition and playing Pathfinder 2nd edition. How to deal 20d6 using a level 1 spell Wisdom save. Make it to the top of the Big Bad Evil Guy's 200-foot tower. Small room with windows and he's a caster. The Big Bad Evil Guy upcasts command with subtle spell to affect the whole party. The command word is Defenestrate. This has not gone as expected. When you made a throwaway character for a one-shot, but it turned into an epic campaign, and now you're 18 levels into nightmare decisions. Elmo pulls the halo off of an angel and watches them fall into the depths of hell. Jesus Christ, Elmo, why did you do that? Yes, I know it's obviously an oversight, but it's a very funny one. There is a martial caster disparity in 5th edition. Wizards releases a new 1D&D playtest. Casters cannot recover spell slots in the playtest in any way. Okay. Okay, if that's just an oversight, that is hilarious. That's also a really funny fix to the whole situation as well, to be honest. Pro tip: make your players think that you're stealing from their favorite fandoms when you're actually stealing from yours. Arriving in the Feywild, you see a pair of antlers poking out over a nearby bush. Who the party thought they were meeting, and who they actually met. Jesus Christ, dude. Who here has actually used that word outside of the command spell? Why didn't command defenestrate work? It was directly harmful to them? They succeeded the saving throw. Command requires the creature to understand what you're saying. She passes every persuasion check without so much as a word. Playing a high charisma character as a shy player be like... I love this one. What kind of things do you all do with your moon or moons in your homebrew worlds? The undead wizard who wanted to see if teleporting to the moon was possible, the Warforged fighter who came along out of curiosity, and the long forgotten guardian of the moon created by the first elves. Okay, Jesus. If you're a DM and have something like this planned just in case, that's amazing. Don't let D&D poison your expectations. This is D&D. Yup. It is one of the most expensive TTRPGs on the market and is also high on the complexity scale. Yup. There are many systems which are far cheaper and far simpler than D&D. Makes sense to me. So why not try another system? I don't want to spend the time or money. I think the main reason for everyone just, going with D&D if they want to try TTRPG is just because it's the most popular, like it's the first one that comes to mind pretty much. And the fact that there are others cheaper and simpler isn't something that's easy to be aware of either, Rocks fall and everyone dies. Hey DM, is it okay if our players for your 2-person one-shot know each other? Sure, love the enthusiasm, says the DM. Okay, I'm playing a halfling wizard and they will play a druid who likes to spend as much time as possible wild shaped into a bear. And because they're friends, when they travel, the halfling rides on the druid's back. I feel like this is a meme build, but I don't know what. No meme. Okay. Proceeds to play the one-shot, and 2 hours into a 4-hour session, it's the midpoint of the game, and both players break into song. We're halfway there. Whoa. Yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt to try to sing that, okay? I did, and you didn't hear it because it was horrible. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's video, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you did, and subscribe for more if you haven't already. Also, thank you to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon as well as on YouTube. I appreciate a lot, so thanks so much for those. Links below if you wanna check those out, as well as links to the social media, Discord, everything else. And yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day, bye!